Welcome back to Hunter x Hunter Anime Review Special Number 1. This I'm reviewing the 372nd chapter for Hunter x Hunter Elimination. And there's only three characters from the actual, three familiar characters that I recognize who pop up in this particular chapter. Kurapika, who's popped up a lot more lately because he was missing a lot of stuff chapters. Hanzo, who's missing, who actually I haven't seen in a little while. And Biscuit shows up in here as well. Yep. Mostly put, this chapter is just lots and lots of dialogue. Just barely advancing the plot forward. It's like, and apparently, even though they've forgotten last chapter, apparently him just fainting actually was him blacking out. Yeah, apparently they remember that, even though the two chapters back until the chapter ended. Yeah, and there's also questioning of the second prince, which goes nowhere. Hanzo gets something to do, where he talks to one of the prince's bodyguards and tells him he wants to see him, stuff like that. And he just knocks him out, stuff like that. Now, is the Phantom Troop in this arc like they were in the last arc? Nope. They are completely absent from this arc, this chapter. Yep. So yeah, after first reading this chapter, it just kind of feels like that the plot has barely moved. Yeah, that's one of the criticisms I've heard for this particular arc is that, and I do kind of agree with that the plot is barely moving forward. Yeah, and of course, at one point in the chapter we see some Nen Beasts. One, of course, attacks Hanzo, and the chapter ends with the second prince going to kill the first prince. Yep, Carmilla. And that's really it. So, there is some advancement, but I do agree with the criticism that this arc is proceeding very slowly. This one, unlike the last chapter, which felt like it advanced a little bit, I think it took one big baby step last chapter. This one took a tiny baby step. It kind of feels like that this chapter had lots of dialogue, a lot more than usual. I mean, my God, there was lots of dialogue. I mean, I know Transformer books basically have a reputation for this too, but yeah, this is a lot more dialogue than in the last chapter. Biscuit, of course, who pops up in this chapter, doesn't do very much. It seems like Hanzo does a lot of the work in this chapter. Kurapika does some work in here too, but Biscuit, no, she's seen for like 2 pages and that's it. And she's not wearing her usual outfit. You only know it's Biscuit because of the bun hair. Yeah, because of her hair. That's a kind of, it is Biscuit because I know she's actually on the ship. The ship is not seen from the outside. It's only like the whole entire chapter you see like maybe 2 or 3 rooms and that's it. So, like I said, do we see any advance on the plot in this one? Barely. Yeah. It's kind of feel like I'm a little disappointed, just like I did and with the most recent chapter with Tokyo Ghoul Re, where it feels like that the previous chapter felt like plot was advancing a little bit more, and then the news chapter barely moving forward, and it kind of feels the same with Hunter x Hunter right now, where it seemed like we advanced the plot move forward, and then the previous chapter, this chapter, it's like, nope, barely anything. I mean, it did have an interesting ending to it. It looked like Prince Carmilla was going to kill First Prince Benjamin. But that's it. Yeah, so an okay chapter. I'm going to get this one. It has fantastic artwork. Yeah, it's got pretty good artwork. I'm going to get this one a 6.5 out of 10. That's why I get this chapter. It's barely above average, and that's really it. So that's it for the special. Stay tuned for next week's special. Hopefully next week the plot finally moves forward with chapter 873. I don't know what's going to be called, but hopefully it advances forward. Yeah, and it seems like this chapter is uploaded because for this series, the chapters for this series upload on Saturday, while One Piece uploads either on Thursday or Friday. But you'll get my review of the new chapter One Piece tomorrow. Alright? But yeah, so that's really it. So the next video you probably see go up probably tomorrow, maybe, because I'm not really sure how long it'll take me to finish up 26 episodes. Yeah, so it probably won't be until tomorrow at best when I finish up when I finish the episodes I'm going to watch for part 2 of my Toka review, so you get a chance to see it tomorrow. But yeah, so that's it. Just a quick review, stuff like that. So you have my thoughts. So, until the next video, bye.